Welcome back to our exploration of word origins.
It's so
Before we left off,
Yeah.
we were talking about the fascinating transformation of chocolate from a bitter Aztec drink to the global sweet sensation we know today.
Yeah. What a story.
It's a perfect example of how words,
Right.
like the things they represent, can evolve
Uh-huh.
and take on new meanings over time.
It's true.
Sometimes the journey a word takes
Yes.
is just as intriguing as its current meaning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you ready to unearth some more unexpected word origins?
Always unraveling these linguistic mysteries
Yeah.
is a constant source of fascination.
Okay, great. Then let's dig in.
Right.
What about the word salary?
Salary.
Okay. It's something we all think about,
Okay.
especially when hoping for a raise.
Of course.
But have you ever considered where that word comes from?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
This one might surprise you.
Okay.
Salary traces its roots back to ancient Rome.
Ooh, okay.
It comes from the Latin word salarium,
Okay.
which originally referred to the salt allowance.
Wait, they were paid in salt?
It might sound strange today,
Yeah.
but salt was a highly valued commodity in ancient times.
Interesting.
It was essential for preserving food-enhancing flavor, and even served as a form of currency in some cultures.
I didn't know that.
And given that Roman soldiers were often stationed far from home,
Right.
a salt allowance became a really practical and valuable part of their compensation.
So salary started as a salt stipend.
Essentially, yes.
Yes, incredible.
Over time, salarium expanded
Uh-huh.
to encompass all forms of payment,
Okay.
eventually evolving into the word salary
Right.
that we use today.
To denote regular wages or income.
Right.
It's remarkable how something as fundamental as salt could shape a word so central to our modern lives.
It's true.
Now, are you ready for another word origin adventure?
Let's hear it.
Let's talk about disaster.
Okay, disaster.
We use it for significant calamities
Right.
and misfortunes.
Yeah.
But what's the story behind it?
Disaster has a rather celestial origin.
Ooh.
It comes from the Italian word disastro,
Okay.
which combines the prefix disses,
Okay.
meaning bad or unfavorable,
Uh-huh.
with the word actro, meaning star.
So literally translated,
Yeah.
disaster means bad star.
Exactly.
Bad star. Does that mean we're venturing into the realm of astrology?
Not quite, although the term does reflect a time when people held a very strong belief
Uh-huh.
in the influence of celestial bodies
Right.
on human affairs.
Makes sense.
So disaster emerged in the 16th century when the appearance of comets or eclipses
Right.
or other unusual astronomical events
Mm-hmm.
were often interpreted as omens of bad luck
Interesting.
or impending misfortune.
So if something terrible happened, they attributed it to the stars.
Precisely, their understanding of misfortune was very deeply intertwined
Yeah.
with celestial events.
Wow.
And that belief is reflected in the word disaster itself, which attributes calamity to the influence of a bad star.
It's amazing how language retains those echoes of ancient beliefs and ways of thinking.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, the word has broadened to encompass all sorts of calamities,
Right.
both natural and man-made. That celestial connection remains embedded in its etymology.
Okay, ready for one more word origin before we move on?
I'm ready.
This one's a bit of a mouthful.
Okay.
Supercilious.
Supercilious.
It describes someone who's arrogant, haughty, or condescending.
Okay.
Any ideas about its origins?
Let me think.
Yeah.
Supercilious has a surprisingly literal origin.
Okay.
It comes from the Latin word supercilium,
Yeah.
which simply means eyebrow.
Eyebrow. What do eyebrows have to do with arrogance?
Think about the facial expressions we associate with arrogance.
Yeah.
Raised eyebrows, a disdainful look, a sense of looking down on others, both literally and figuratively.
I see.
Supercilious captures that very gesture,
Okay.
that subtle raising of the eyebrows,
Right.
to express superiority or contempt.
Ah, I see it now.
Yes,
Supercilious is all about that haughty eyebrow action.
exactly.
Like a linguistic snapshot of a specific facial expression.
Precisely. It's a great example of how words can encapsulate not just abstract concepts, but also physical gestures and social cues.
So we've uncovered the origins of salary, starting as a salt stipend for Roman soldiers. Disaster, with its roots in the belief of bad stars influencing human affairs.
Right.
And supercilious, which perfectly captures that classic gesture of a haughty eyebrow raise.
Yeah, those are good ones.
It's fascinating how much history and culture are packed into these seemingly simple words.
Absolutely. And it highlights how language is constantly evolving, reflecting changing beliefs,
Right.
practices,
Uh-huh.
and even physical gestures.
Well, we've journeyed through some intriguing word origins in this segment,
We have.
but there's still more to uncover. Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll explore even more surprising backstories behind the words we use every day.
Looking forward to it.